Hello, everybody. As promised, I'm here to do a demo. It should take 15 to 20 minutes. This painting is going to be a painting of a still life, which you should be able to do very easily. I'm going to show you techniques you've never seen before. This is unorthodox painting. Notice I have no music in the background because of infringement. I don't want anybody to sue me for playing their music. Oh, excuse me, more music. But we'll have to hum or something, okay? So I hope this coronavirus stay away from everybody. I hope it vanishes soon. I'm gonna throw some paint like right after it, see if I kill it. But please stay safe. We're gonna be using paint. Notice I'm not neat with my paint. I'm very crazy with my paint. I just throw some around. And I purposely did that so you don't get yourself frustrated on trying to paint. So find yourself some colors. Your painting doesn't have to be the color of my paintings. You're gonna learn techniques, that's all. You use whatever color you want. But I'm a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? So what you're gonna need is, I usually use 2 brushes, but in your case, let's go with 3 brushes, right? A giant brush, which I call the magic brush. A medium brush, which I call the medium brush. And a small brush, which I call baby brush, or the Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim, oh, sorry. Okay, no infringement, you know. So anyway, when I paint, I'm gonna paint a still life. So I'm gonna make an imaginary table, if you will. So there's a table that's gonna go right here. And be as crazy as I am, you create a table, woof, no problem. And I'm gonna just create a fancy background. Just throw paint, just go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah. Oh, is that? So, and then as soon as you do that, you're just gonna go vertical lines to create a background, some fancy background, really cool. You see how quick and easy that was? Make sure you get the side of your canvas. You might be seeing under my armpit. I assure you, I shave. Ah! So for those of you who are usually used to my techniques, or you always here, this is not new to you. But this is more important for those children who comes here after school. And your mom, if you are watching, please make sure Dimitri and Noah and all the other guys are actually painting. And I know you guys, Catherine, I know you guys have canvases at home, unlike the general audience. So notice I'm just using white paint to bring a U, sort of a U, right? And notice that didn't even take 5 minutes. If you get any little yucky stuff, you just scoop it up and then fix it. So I've created a background, to my liking, maybe not to yours, but you have that ability to spend more time. So I don't know if this Instagram or Facebook, you could slow down or stop. I know you could pause. So I'm going fast. I'm going fast. Woo! This is gonna be a still life unlike you've ever seen in your life. This is what Impressionism painting means. Impressionistic painting means that it takes you 15 to 20 minutes to create a painting. So a lot of people think you gotta go like this. I love when they do that, they put this stuff on YouTube or whatever. And the guy's like going on a nose or a detail like this. That's talented, you know, but get out of here. Camera could do the same thing, you know what I mean? Ooh, ah! So I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm just adding colors. So now I get to the point where my table is going to begin. So I'm going to take a little bit of a little brown, a little bit of yellow ochre. That's the official name, but you could call it mustard. Mustard. So yes, if this is not stress relief, you tell me what it is. This is the best way to release stress. Notice I didn't even care if the table was straight or not, because you're not going to see the back of the table after a while. Once I put all my subject matter, you know, the main subject matter. Mind you, I'm getting the sides. It's important you get the sides. I don't know if I did up there, but important. So as you get closer, you're adding details. I'm dirtying the wall, probably the painting here. Oh my God. So I'm adding details without adding details. So your brush strokes, now I'm going horizontal. Your brush strokes should give you a good idea because you're doing 2 colors at a time. I didn't show you this. 2 colors at a time, brown and yellow ochre or mustard. See, each on the brush. So when I apply it, it's already doing for me what they call value. My kids know what that is. They're very into it. Don't do that on your shirt at home. So this is white paint now. I'm getting always white. White in art is called U. This is a U. So I'm adding a little bit of highlight on the table. There's something called a source of light. So my source of light seems to be coming from this way because it's lighter for some reason. So, you know, you can even play with it some more. So my source of light is here, so my table is going to be lighter here, right? So, I'll leave it like that. That looks good to me. And notice I don't have black on my color plate. Color plate, not palette, but plate. So, a little breather, right? So we're going to take, I'm going to make it a basic flower pot. It's not going to have shapes that drive you crazy. However, at home, feel free to make a beautiful little shape, whatever you want to do, you know? So to make it easy, I'm going to create, oh, this brush, maybe I have to get a new brush or something. Brush, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with you, brush? Do not do this at home. Oh, it tastes something like sardine or something. So I'm going to just create to help so you can see. So now at home, I'm going fast, but at home, wait for about 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, well, okay, 10 minutes before you do something like this. I'm gonna create a shape. Make sure the bottom of your subject matter, of your vase, or whatever you wanna paint, is actually a smiley face. And then the top is gonna be a smiley face, right, the very top. And then the very, very top is gonna be a frown. That just created the opening of a glass, right? So what I'm gonna do now, because it's glass, I'm gonna take my brush like this, see? With a nice scoop of white paint. I'm gonna bring it down, right? Maybe on the, maybe we should do it on the source of light, point of light, source of light, right? I'm doing that on the source of light. And mind you, you can, if you like, use your hands. So what just happened? Because I did wet on wet, the glass has taken the shape of the colors that are already there. The colors that are already there. Why? Something fell. The water fell. Well, water, shame on you. So, let's create some flowers, shall we? So, we don't want to waste time. Flowers. So, say I was in the field and I had to paint some. Oh, look it out. Look it out. Look it out. Yeah? This is what you do when you paint in Impressionism. So I'm not like, and you don't want them in circle. I find people always having them create a little circle. Oi, what did I do? So don't create circles, you know. I'm putting some over the glass. Mind you, oh, a little green, that's working. Right, I like that. So I need a shadow of sorts. So you're gonna take a darker color. Mind you, I don't have any black. I purposely did that because this is Impressionism. Monet, who practices Impressionistic style, did not use black colors, but use a color, the darker aspect of the paint. So in other words, this table, probably my shadow would need to be a little bit like this, right? A little dark like this. Maybe I throw a little green to make it crazy. For Cocoa Puff, see the green, turn it black. Some sort of color. You see shadow, right? Okay, let's see. So, meanwhile, while I'm working on all of this, the glass, remember the glass? It's drying. It's drying. So I'm going to take green because these couldn't be hanging out by themselves. You know what I mean? So check it out. I'm adding some, so you guys, if you want to take some flowers to your wife or somebody, you know, just, I mean, you could take the smaller brush to do, while the painting is still wet, you're creating like little branches, you know, maybe little branches hanging out. Now, there's a pressure point. You don't want to squeeze the brush. So I'm doing right now is just removing, right? So I don't know how long I've been talking. I think it's a 9-minute painting. So, so now the water fell and left me hanging. Shame on the water. Now this has dried. This is the time to go back and start adding details. I don't know where to look in this camera. So I'm gonna go back. Remember my light? Don't press on your brush because this is still wet. This is stress-free, baby. You see? Details, details, details. Oops, oops. Details, oops, oops. So I'm gonna go back to my flowers and just give them a little love. Maybe maybe start going, now I'm being specific. I'm giving them shape. You know, right over the mask color I have, I'm adding shape. I think I still have time. What time is it? Oh my God. Oh my God, we gotta finish. See, I'm adding shape to the flowers. And very, very gentle. You take your brush, twist, twist, twist. No big deal. It's easy. It's just stress-free. A lot of times you see a beautiful painting, you say, oh my God, I wish I could do that. My cousin have talent. He could draw a picture by looking. People always have a cousin, man. Why don't you try yourself? You try to paint yourself. I don't care about your cousin. You're the one who's here. I mean, I love your cousin, but I don't care about, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, so right now, so now we're gonna find, what did I do with the black? Here we go, black. I'm gonna use black. Oh, I'm cheating. Oh no, the black is finished. Oh no. So why do I need the black? I'm back. Eh? I'm gonna take a little bit of black, right? And say hello to my little friend. Say hello to my little friend. Say hello to my little friend. Just go crazy with the black as dots, you know. Even if something looks like a little flower, you add it on, man. Just poof, flower. And now I'm gonna define that shadow, and then do the finger thing. But a little finger. It's okay. Lesson 1. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked it. Oh, you do, sir. But anyway, this was part 1. I'm gonna come up with another one so that you'll have at least 2. Tomorrow I'll try to do 2 more. Hopefully you have something to do. Please keep doing it over and over. If you can't do it fast, I think we're at about 10 minutes, I think. If you can't do it fast, that's okay. That'll give you practice, to keep practice, and practice when practice and practice makes perfect. Yes, well, nothing is perfect except the guy upstairs, but it'll make better, right? I hope you enjoyed it, man. I need some water. Oh gosh. Love you. Stay safe, all right? Seriously now, stay safe.